Hello friends, I am MovieRecap NL and this is the first part of the Nemat film. In the 21st century, a global virus caused half of humanity to perish. Those who were healed were left blind. People have been separated from the virus-caused vision ability for over 100 years. The same tribe lost the ability to see and learn, turning it into myths and legends. While sleeping on the bed, a woman named Magra asked her husband Paris, who had been sleeping beside her since childbirth, about his loyalty. He wanted his children's first division and his colleagues' learning. Suddenly, the warrior horn sounds reminded Magra. He demanded the information of the warriors' whereabouts, and Paris's tribe was informed about the suppression of sorcerer hunters and the whereabouts of their warriors. Meanwhile, Magra's husband Baba Voss was on the road with his army to reclaim his lands. Baba, sensing the enemy army near the village called Mata, warned Sengsi about the enemy's intentions. He asked about the enemy's number of troops and the end of their advance. It was reported there were only 200 people, but Baba confirmed the attack of the entire main army. The leader of the hunters who had gone to the village returned with news of the enemy's movements. The leader was questioned for more information. Satkin Alkenii revealed in the winter months that Magra was 3 months pregnant and informed the village of this stranger. He did not bow his head as the father of the child, but Satkin confirmed that the child would be named Surlemel, a name given by the tribe. If they attacked the tribe soon, the child would be connected to them. Magra gave birth to a healthy son, but the delivery continued and a premature, weak child was born. The Alkenii army was preparing to fight the enemies. The enemies tried to climb the walls looking for weak points. However, the defenders blocked them and forced them to retreat, but during the struggle, one enemy soldier began to pull the tribe's soldier from behind. The battle continued. The Alkenians defended their positions with swords. However, the enemy soldiers scaled the walls and began their ascent. The Alkenii soldiers crowded the battlefield and climbed the walls without hesitation, throwing thousands of stones on the enemies below. Baba interrogated the people about the damage to the enemy soldiers, the losses in the army, the sea, and the middle ground. Considering the enemy soldiers were heavily armed, Baba ordered the people to retreat to the village and defend. At the same time, Magra, who was crying for her twins, told Paris that the first child should be named after his father, but Baba's name was an exception. Otherwise, he revealed their plans and doubts. Magra, whispering to the children, said their father's name was Surlemel. She herself was lost on the road because of a storm. When Baba returned to the village, he met with the sorcerer hunters and the queen. The absence of sorcerers in the village caused surprise. Hearing this, Baba quickly armed his wife and children. Paris asked if they could kill the enemy with stones, but they had no such ability and confirmed their lack. At the same time, Baba was captured and the sorcerer hunters' army blamed Magra. Hearing this, Magra became anxious, but Paris calmed Baba, and on the day Surlemel arrived at the village, he openly declared the start of the battle. The tribe demanded that Magra give her children to the sorcerer hunters, but Baba refused to hand them over to the enemy. Although the battle was about to begin, Paris, who had stayed behind, informed all the locals that the defenders were from Alkenii, and the hunters close to the village were not sorcerers but part of the trickle in Gulkanda. He suggested Surlemel escape the village via the dry bridge, but the locals, who had lived there for a long time, doubted the bridge's safety. However, Paris asked what supplies they had brought from distant Bardia and ordered Baba to start the journey. The Alkenians headed home. The reality of the bridge was confirmed. After the sorcerer hunters arrived at the village, no one could find them, but people heard the gathering of wolves from afar and the sound of the approaching leader's horse. At the same time, the villagers cautiously started to cross the bridge, but some lost their balance and fell down. The hunters also arrived, but did not hear the wolves howling. The people feared their disappearance. The leader began to lead the crossing of the bridge, but when the second leader arrived and saw the traitor's victory, he got angry and Baba saved him, ordering the leader's people to stop. The leader ordered news to be sent to the queen. At the same time, the queen prayed for the path of light and the emissaries. The queen informed the lords and ladies about the noble warriors. He asked the doctor about the ability to see the child clearly. The doctor said it was impossible, but the queen, suspicious of the available treatment, begged the people to pray for the return of light and health to humanity. After that, she ordered the healers to deliver the children's care and the instructions for the trickle. From afar, Magra heard the news of Surlemel's name. They are now considered evil, treacherous, and cursed in the eyes of many, but each person has some light, and God has revealed this ability to see them as a blessing. If Surlemel's signs were followed, the safe, empty villages' fires were clear. The tribe followed the signs of Surlemel's message to Paris for 30 days. When the Alkenians arrived, Surlemel had already started the construction for the new life. They saw the herd animals being taken out at night, but the witches might arrive early from the orders, so Baba was cautious and prepared. While walking in the forest with the children, Baba was alert and lifted the fallen children's blanket. Hearing the gathering of the wild wolves, the leader retreated and Baba prepared to protect the children with a reliable guard. However, he was frightened by the sound of the hunter's bow. The male children who survived asserted their safety, and Baba, thinking of Surlammer, wanted to take the children away. But the escape plan made Surlammer think of another way. Seeing the children, he became emotional. After that, he was given sacred small chests containing the children's clothes. Baba asked what was inside, and he was told it contained knowledge that would start a new era. Surlammer instructed the children to be named Convi and Kafun. By chance, a trader recently heard about Baba's Surlammer being captured and reported this to the village. Returning to the hut, Baba told Magra about handing over the chests. Then a crow entered and took the chest away. At the same time, the trader and his uncle, a mysterious woman named Sherpa, appeared. She was a stranger from a distant land and was very skilled in healing. However, women were still able to receive Sherpa's treatments. Even Aura could not resist them. Sherpa, who revealed her identity there, asked what she wanted and accused Paris of witchcraft and spying on her. Sherpa said she spoke with a different tongue. When the chest was opened, Baba and Magra found a toy boat and gave it to Paris. Inside the chest, they found several books but did not understand their meaning. Baba wondered if it was possible to rebuild the world with the help of these books. Paris believed the books contained valuable knowledge, but Sherpa warned them not to share it. Magra, worried about the possibility of a battle, said it was unlikely even though it was urgent. But as ordered by Surlammer, the children agreed to hide their books until the age of 12. Paris informed Baba about Sherpa's suspicions but warned not to arrest her. Sherpa was told to care for the children and was trusted despite being a traitor. Different voices caused difficulty sleeping. Someone was afraid of those who shared the news. They also doubted each other. The reason was that someone had opposed them earlier, but no news came about this. Baba praised his people's leadership and justice, but warned that if someone betrayed him, there would be consequences. The queen relieved the Lord from his duties and allowed him to retire. But the Lord, seeing this, warned about the queen's true intentions. Because to understand the queen's heart, special signs were given every day. The Lord ordered Keynes to follow the queen's orders. He said it was not food but 20 years of service that mattered and warned never to accept defeat. He asked Keynes to report any orders he received, but Keynes refused. The Lord asked for the death of Surlammer and to trust the state more. Lady Karin and Lady Ziller were loyal to the Lord. A dagger was drawn on the queen by the Lord. At the same time, the Lord thought only about Surlammer and trusted his men to capture the rebels. The queen, who was considered the goddess of the Ozans, ordered the traitors to be punished and reaffirmed her unlimited power. 3 years later, the Alkanians built new villages and started their work. Paris, who had children, also felt worry and care. Magra hoped her children would grow quickly and easily without difficulties. This helped their ability to see. Baba told the people that Paris would be the leader of the twins in the new world and emphasized the need to inform the tribe. But Magra warned that the witch's suspicions should not be revealed yet. After 12 years, the twins reached the age of Osborne and Paris revealed his knowledge to the people. But Magra and Baba decided not to show their books to the people to protect the children. Paris, worried, urged them to be clear with the people and insisted the twins should be more prepared. But Magra did not change her mind. One night, when the twins reached 12 years old, Paris gave them books and instructed them not to tell anyone, especially their father Baba. Magra came to the village pregnant. Kafun, who did not want any trouble, left the place. Paris ordered the children not to reveal their plans to anyone. Kafun, because of his pride, claimed to be a sorcerer, but Surlammer's wife was a scholar and said that all people were sinners because of their pride and destruction. She said God would preserve the place and ordered them to protect it from the eyes of evil. In the letter, it was written that the ability to see had returned to some people and that they could see the world again. Baba heard his daughter's words and Paris's news. He emphasized that the children were on the right path and should not be told Magra. He said the children could change the world and offered Baba to gather the bad deeds he had done. Thus, the twins began to read their books carefully and took the first steps to rebuild the world. The end.